moving on from the gaming streaming wars, a lot of the rest of this episode is going to be about the potential of a tech world war, the idea we've been poking at lately that maybe all the good, easy markets have been claimed over the last decade, and going forward, the tech oligarchs might only be able to continue growing by sniping away at each other. Zero-sum game and all of that. Perhaps it's unfair to frame this story in that light, but go with me for a second. Over the weekend, Alex Heath over at The Information was reporting on rumors that Facebook is building an Android-based smartwatch with health and fitness capabilities, which it plans to launch next year. Quote, "The wrist device is expected to work via a cellular connection without needing a smartphone. Facebook additionally plans to allow the device to connect to the services or hardware of health and fitness companies such as Peloton, the maker of internet-connected exercise bikes. Given its spotty track record with user privacy, Facebook could face blowback from consumers with its wrist wearable, especially related to health aspects of the device. The watch would run on an open source version of Google's Android software, similar to Facebook's existing hardware products, though Facebook is also working to build its own operating system for future hardware. Assuming Facebook releases the first version by next year, it plans to follow up with a second generation version of the watch as soon as 2023, one person briefed on the timeline said. With the planned smartwatch, Facebook hopes to emphasize features that utilize its social networking prowess, such as allowing users to track their workouts with friends or communicate with their trainer. The approach could be similar to that of companies such as Strava, an app that lets runners and cyclists track their workouts and compare performance with others. Its messaging capabilities are expected to focus on quick interactions with people that would otherwise be done with a smartphone. Exactly how people will interact with the device couldn't be learned, but existing smartwatches like the Apple Watch feature microphones to allow for voice commands, end quote. So the angle that I'm pointing out here vis-a-vis a tech world war is the idea that, again, we all have to pay for the fact that no one wanted to buy that dumb Facebook phone. Google does its moonshots in an effort to diversify beyond just advertising in order to become at least a two-trick pony, and Facebook has its quest for the next computing platform beyond smartphones, because it doesn't own the platform. Thus, the purchase of things like Oculus, thus the purchase of things like Control Labs, which was working on brain-computer interfaces. I had also forgotten that Facebook was actually kicking the tires on Fitbit before Google beat them to that acquisition. And look, I get that a lot of people won't want to wear a Facebook tracker on their bodies. Lord knows I won't. But the Facebook Portal is far and away the best video conferencing device on the market right now. And as we've been discussing, I've been messing around with a Portal VR headset lately, so you never know.